What's up, everybody? David Delano here on Saturday, January 7th. Gonna have a free college basketball pick for you guys in just a moment. Ton of games out there in the nation today. Have a play up in the NFL on my premium side. Also have an NFL free pick that's up that I put out yesterday. You can check out that video. Let's try to get into this. Yesterday went 1-0-1. We cashed on the Brooklyn Nets. Best bet pushed. Hopefully, I'm hoping this is a situation for all you guys, but at 133, over 133 in the game between Ball State and Akron, ended at exactly 133. Hoping that some of you guys got it at the 131.5 or 132.5 and got your credit back for the best bet and also cash. That's what I'm hoping, but it was a 1-0-1 day for me. This video, as always, brought to you guys by No House Advantage. Fantasy Sports Redefined, promo code WNW. Get yourself a first-time deposit bonus. Also have a promo code for my best bets and long-term packages for 50% off in there. Let's get into this pick here. I'm going to go to the game between UAB and FIU. I just did this game a few days ago, right? No, well, that was not to be confused with FAU. So this is Florida International. UAB played Florida Atlantic a couple nights ago. And in UAB games this season, I'm 3-0 in UAB games. So we're going to go back to UAB game. And we're going to take UAB to cover the 12.5 against Florida International. Now, thing about both of these teams get up and down the court. Very fast-paced teams. Over definitely could cash in this one. Now, why do I like UAB to cover in this? I do have some concerns with Florida International doing their part, scoring. UAB should put up a lot of points in this one. The thing with UAB is, and I understand one thing with UAB, if you're looking at trends, they have not done well against the spread on the road in quite some time. But I will bring to your attention that they've only played 2 true road games this season. One was just a couple nights ago where they pushed and then 2-point loss to a very, very good Florida Atlantic team. And they lost to West Virginia by 11 points this year on the road. In the game, they were a 6-point dog. And the other games have not been on the road. So right now they're playing Florida International. Same area pretty much because they just played Florida Atlantic. So it's not like they're traveling. They're already down there in that Miami area. So UAB, to cover against UAB, really, a couple things. You've got a very strong offensive team that can put up some points, or it's slow-paced team, or team that plays good defense in general. Obviously, that's going to give a lot of teams a problem, right? A team that plays good defense. Well, the thing with Florida International, we're going to have a fast-paced game, but UAB shoots the ball well from 3. UAB rebounds tremendously. UAB, even though they're a great offensive team, they defend. They do defend at a very high level. They shoot free throws well. You've got Florida Atlantic, not an efficient offensive team, not a good defensive team, not a good rebounding team, not a good free throw shooting team, and not a good 3-point shooting team. So this one really could get ugly. I said UAB a couple nights ago, they just lost to Florida Atlantic by 2 points, 88-86. What happened when Florida International played Florida Atlantic this year? They lost 79-53. You've got I know 13 points on the road seem like a lot, but you've got a Florida Atlantic team that lost to North Carolina State by over 30 points this year. They also lost by double digits to a bad Eastern Michigan team. They lost by double digits to a bad Howard team. They lost by 15 to a North Texas team that's good but really doesn't score. UAB, with a good defensive team, a good offensive team that plays at a very fast pace, really at all times. They're not going to try to slow this the game down, not on their own will. They beat Georgia by 14 this year. They beat South Carolina by 14 this year. This is a team that, even in some of the other games against lower opponents, they flat out embarrassed some people. Their losses this year, West Virginia, Florida Atlantic, and Toledo, all teams that bring some things to the table that Florida Atlantic simply does not bring to the table. I went on a little bit, but telling you why I like this game. At the end of the day, we'll see what happens on the floor. But strong reasons why I like UAB to cover the 12.5. Let me know what you guys like for today. I'm curious for you college basketball bettors. If you're watching this video, you're a college basketball bettor, I'm assuming. How do you guys decide which games you want to play when you see so many games? Are there certain conferences that you're interested in? Or is there, or do you usually check out the high-profile games with ranked teams? Do you kind of see who's good against the spread, who's bad against the spread when they're playing? Do you look at which teams are good over teams and which under teams in circle when they're playing? Do you read free articles and then kind of go off of that? Do you look at line movement? Do you go based off the videos, a combination of them? Just curious for the college basketball bettors because it can really, really get overwhelming. I mean, literally, there's a lot of teams out there, a lot of time to comb through it. So, anyway, good luck on everything today. God bless. Thanks so much for watching. Win or lose, we'll be back tomorrow. UAB minus the 12.5 to get it done today on Saturday. Good luck.